Hello everyone, assalamu alaikum. Here I'm going to give you a backend for free, and this is a very powerful backend. So as you can see over here, this is the front page or home page of this backend, and here we have basic information, the messages, product, total number, and number of members, things like that. And here we also see that ID, order number, and things like that. And as you deep down, you'll see that there is also menus for user management. So from here you can manage your users. Your users might be admin, sub-admin, super admin, like that. You can change their roles, permissions, and menus, and a lot of things. Okay, you can also see the logs, and then you'd be able to see the number of users you have in your application and their address. But of course, these are some dummy data. You can put any address from front end, and then you'll also see your product information. And not only that, you'd be able to change them and upload a thumbnail for your products. And then over here you will also see your categories if your product has certain categories, and then you'll also see your messages if someone sent you messages from your front end, and then your orders. So basic information. You can also see the order detail a little bit here, like for example who, an email, and when created, like that. But of course you can further customize them, it doesn't really matter. And then you'll also see the wish list. The user have submitted wish list, their information, and the product they have submitted about. Okay, at the same time eventually you'd be able to see the review. Okay, so if users put reviews, you'd be able to see that here. So that's how it works. So anyway, to follow along in this tutorial, all you need to do to download two files. One is SQL and the other one is your admin panel, and then step by step I will show you how to connect all of them together. So now, to be able to work with our backend and a complete new database, you will have these two files. So you can download them from the resources section, and if you're watching on YouTube, you should download it from our website. Anyway, so this is the database and this is the complete one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this, and then of course I'm going to unzip this one, this admin panel. Now, because this admin panel, we're gonna just go ahead and install it. Remember, it's based on Laravel, so if you have Laravel background, you'd be able to easily customize it. Even if you don't have any experience, just follow along with me, you're good to go. And pretty much everything is there, so you'll see after installing that how it looks like. Okay, now anyway, so this is the first thing that we want to connect right now. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my MySQL workbench, and then I'm going to upload this on there. And if you're working with PHPMyAdmin, you can do the same. All right, so we're here. Okay, now here I'm going to go ahead and create a new schema. To be able to create a new schema, over here I'm going to click on this one, and then here we'll say furniture database. Okay, and then I'm going to apply. Okay, all right, so this is the last time that we do this thing, and after that you don't need to deal with database anymore. Okay, if you click on this, definitely you'll see your schema. Well, I have a lot of schema over here. Now this one. Now I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to come at the top where it says server, and I'm going to select data import, and then I'm going to go ahead and import it from a self-contained file which is saved in our. So over here I'm going to select this. Okay, and then from here we need to think, okay, this one, furniture. All right, you can name it anything, it doesn't matter. So make sure that this is selected, and the file that you'll upload, that is selected as well. And then you just go ahead and click start import, and you're good to go. All right, so with this import has been done. Okay, and now if you do come over here, and I think you'll see a lot of tables, and then here if you do hover over on this, you'll see some users over here. Okay, these are some test users that I have done over here. Okay, Now, of course, because this is a new database, so you don't have other and earlier users exist, and this is the last time that we are going to make change. So we need to one more time register and a login. Okay, all right. And then let's come over here in our vanilla file. Okay, you need to have this one. Make sure that you have. And this thing, we need to make a few changes before we can make it up and running. It's not really about installing, just a few changes. Okay, so let's come over here. You don't need to go through it. Okay, all you need to do, come over here and change part of the information that we want to locally connect with. So over here, this app URL, we need to change it. So I'm going to change it to 127.0.0.1. It's like a different application right now. So we need to change this port, okay? And then here we change it to, what is it? Change it to database, okay? All right, and I think our username is root, and let me type in the password. All right, and I think this is also a local host. So this is this thing that you need to change. Okay, pretty much here, this host address and your database name, and everything else stays the same. You don't need to change anything else. Okay, now I'm going to go for the terminal, because over here we need to make this backend up and running. Now to do that, here we're gonna do PHP artisan serve. Okay, because it's based on Laravel. Laravel is based on PHP, so that's why you need to run this command. Okay, if you do Control-C, it would close. So let's go ahead and run this again one more time. And here it says that go ahead and click on this. So I'm going to click on this. So it will take me to a web page, and then we can see our backend. So here it is. So your backend login UI should look like this. Now username is admin and password is 123456. Let's go ahead and hit login, and this is the backend you see. Wow, so this is awesome, because actually we almost have a complete backend over here, and you can just go ahead and use it. Okay, so here you'll see your order list, paid, unpaid, and here you'll see the members. Now these are all the members that they're logged in on your application, and this is the one that we have done just in earlier section. This is the user, right? So this is cool. And here there are addresses of users. This is some dummy information, and definitely you have the products. Okay, and if you want, you'd be able to go ahead and add new products, but I'm not going to do that over here. And then you have your product categories. Okay, and if you have some notifications, this and that. Okay, and you also have wish list over here and product reviews. Okay, so this is awesome, this application. So make sure that you go ahead and install it. Okay, right. Now anyway, so since this is working, one more last thing before I leave from here. If you do want to change the username and password, I mean the admin panel, you can come over here, and I think this is the guy. So this is the super admin panel. Okay, you can just edit, and here you can change the password, as well as if you want, you can also change the username, because currently we used admin as username and password was 123456. But of course here you see a long one, because this is encrypted password over here. That's why it looks like long. Okay, so yeah, That's the basic installation, how to keep it up and running. Now this backend is based on this framework, which is called Laravel admin.org. So you can go to their website and learn more about it if you want. So they have English documentation and Chinese documentation, okay, that how this admin package works. And I have used it in my lot of projects, okay. So if you want to do more customization of what we have over here, then you should be able to go through this and check on your own, okay. All right, so I'm not going to cover this stuff over here because this course is not about this backend. I have other tutorials about this backend where I have explained everything in detail, like from our block app, our Riverpod app course. This all have covered this backend and how to build this step by step. So for you, it's like a bonus because you don't need to build anything. I mean, you don't need to code anything to build this. It's given for free over here, okay? So since we have this product right now, so we can use Vanilla to build our API to look for products and show it on the UI. But of course, we are still not going to work on the UI yet, but we're gonna build our API so that we can show it on our applications.